Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Make sure to like the live stream and share this the live stream on your way in. And today, this is part two of Black men's hypocrisy has gone too far. Um, and and yes, today we're going to be talking about how, mm, like, when a white man, when someone of any other race does something to a black woman, then all of a sudden they're on. How do you say they want to cover that story? But all of a sudden, when a black man harms a black woman, then all of a sudden they want to pretend like that doesn't always exist. Not every white man is the same one, you know. Hey, are there some out there? Yes. Hmm. Well, are there those who would, underline, who would do that to women? Yes, but it's not all of them. Now, in the black community, there are a bunch of stories of black women being unalive within the black community. A whole bunch of stories. The one from Louisiana, you know, that is just the beginning of. Like I said, there are a lot of stories, a whole lot of stories out there, you know, about black women being unalive within the black community itself. But the thing is, we have that no snitching thing, and the woman who may be a victim of domestic violence do not want to see a black man being put in jail. But when your life is in danger, y- you're going to have to do something, because I think I said this before. No mother, you know, the last thing a mother wants to find out is that you were unalived at the hands of someone you trusted and someone that that you loved and everything. My th- and here's the thing: when the Ashley Janae thing happened, when that case happened, all of a sudden, everyone wanted to talk about how dangerous the white man is and all that stuff. I've realized something. When it comes to black women being unalived by a black man, all of a sudden it's like, oh, what did she do and all that stuff. The hypocrisy within the black community knows no bounds. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. And, you have this, and I, I'm trying to, um, you know, I don't know how to say this without, and I realize one of the main things that black men do is that they like to go ahead and manipulate the women of the community, and that's been going on for years. And the thing of is this: black men want to go out here and date outside of the race, but when something happens to them, then their family expects black women to be out there marching just to get justice for their love for their son that they doused out the race and said all that's, but then certain tweets from his past shows up of him saying you know derogatory things about black women, and black women make a decision to not do that. All of a sudden, oh, they're selfish, this and that and the third. And what I also see, uh, well, now since the the black men, they're in they're are part of the manosphere and stuff like that. Here's what I see. Talk about what happened to the 7 children in New Orleans. I saw. Here's the thing. I saw a content creator named O'Shea Duke Jackson finally talked about and how bad it looks for the black male image. And here's the thing. He's right. He's right because we bet. Here's the thing. We own Well, there are those who do, own it, but then when the moment someone wants to come in and they want to buy it, that's when that's when you know because let's face it, money talks. That's when a black man who cares about money that bad will wind up selling his own business for profit. So in a nutshell, O'Shea is right. And the ones who have to hire us, they're going to they're going to check our background. That's the thing about it. And we know them, the ones, and and here's the thing: when they see stories like what happened uh, in Louisiana, yeah, that they may those who hire you, they may keep an eye on you to make sure that you don't mess up anything, that you don't cause any trouble and mess up anything. And what I'm also seeing is this the whole Megan the Stallion conversation. And you know what? I'm actually seeing men defend Clay Thompson, mm, you know, Clay Thompson cheating on Meg the Stallion. And I'm like, is this what the white women have to look forward to when they date black men? Is this what Latin women have to look forward to? Is this what Indian women, Asian women have to look forward to? Is this what Polynesian women have to look forward to? Because if black men go and do this with black women, it's only a matter of time before they do it before they cheat on someone who is a different race. And all of a sudden, you start seeing white women, and I mean, white women been exposing, their black husbands. I've been seeing now on TikTok. You don't have to necessarily see it on YouTube, but it's on TikTok. And also, when we when black men put ego, amongst having good character and everything, it kind of sends the message that you're not fit for marriage. It does feel that way because here's the main thing. Black men think because again they have money and they're egotistical that they deserve woman to be faithful to them. And and I'm sorry to say this, but A woman who is loyal is not going to want a man who will end up cheating on her. And that is the brutal, honest truth that the manosphere refuse to, well, they refuse to admit this. Why? I really don't. Why? Is because, again, they want to manipulate women into getting into a relationship. And that's something that, you know, and that's something that they feel, they have to do instead of, learning how to become a better person. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and show some videos, and yeah, then we can, move move on from there. Because and also here's another thing too. Because I'm starting to realize that, yeah, black men, m- most of them like to put black women down. They like to ruin their hopes for pretty much everything. Like, black men believe if a woman like Meg the Stallion, you know, is making money and she made mistakes, they believe that she doesn't, deserve to have a happy ending. But why no one say that when a man makes a mistake? That's problem number one. Problem number two. The men in the manosphere, they worship the ground that rich men who make mistakes walk on. That's problem number two. And the last problem is this right here. There will be icmies who will wind up forgiving the man who made a mistake. And when it happens again, then it's like, then, because I also saw a video of a man leaving his wife for a woman that he cheated on her with. And and I'm going to say this. Women, if a man makes a mistake or he has cheated on all of his girlfriends the same way they do you, it's the same way you got to be with them. Now, I know that y'all don't, I know that, there are women out there who are, like, if the women, if the woman sees that her boyfriend is cheating on her with another woman, then that relationship has to end. Because think about the 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 transmitted diseases that you will get the moment your boyfriend has cheated on you with a bunch of women, with a bunch of other women. And you know, with Latin women, they're the Latin women that you know that can see when their loved ones or sense that they're being cheated on, they leave the person that that cheated on them. They leave that person. They take, I don't know, maybe a couple of days, months, years to heal from that relationship before going back out there. And it happens in the Asian community. As I've seen Asian women, Latin women, and you can sprinkle the white women in there. But here's the thing: most black women was stay with the person who is cheating on. They will stay because they think the man will change. And then all of a sudden, the man leaves you for another one. And then all of a sudden, you wind up contracting a transmitted disease because of that man cheating on you. Am I making sense right now? Type in the comment section if if I'm making sense to y'all. Type in yes. If I'm not, type in no. Because, like I said, as of right now, they are they are saying that it's Megan the Stallion's fault that Clay Thompson cheated on her. That is what's being said right now. And then you got those of us who are saying that, you know, if, if Clay Thompson done, messed up big time and he fumbled Megan the Stallion, or you got those of us who are saying to the men out there who are defending Clay Thompson that, you know, they're gay for from well, you have those of us who are defending You have those of us who are defending Meg the Stallion. And it's like, and and women, this too is also what you need to watch out for. If the man has a history of cheating on his significant others in the past, that should be a red flag to you from the get go. And I know y'all been tricked into this black love thing instead of, and I've covered stories of black women who have their lives taken. I I did this I did this for a long time. I have covered stories on black women being on the line. I have I have videos about that on the channel too. I have videos of men calling out other men, and and I'm also gonna start, doing whenever there is an International Women's Day, I will have something. I'll have a video and put it out there as well. But you know, mainly, if you look on my channel, I have live streams talking about black femicide videos talking about it. I also have videos on how black men puts every race against the black woman. That's on here too. So pretty much, yeah, I talk about pretty much everything on the channel over here. Um, but this right here, mm, but this situation with Meg the Stallion, it's really sad. You know, Meg the Stallion trusted Clay Thompson. You know, she was cooking the food for his family and everything else. Um, and for this to happen, it's just messed up at the end of the day. It really is. Um, but yeah, um, when I I'm just going to say that this situation is really sad. It really is. And it shows how within the black community, you know, it shows that within the community itself, you know, It shows within the community itself that most black men within the community, they want to see black women fail. Most of them do. They want people. They want black women to, be miserable and everything while they get to go out and do what they want to do. At the end of the day, I finally realized, dang, Serena Williams, um, Serena Venus Williams, they actually made the right choice, even though, you have black men tearing their husbands down and stuff. It's leave it to black men to prove that Ashley Janae was right. Leave it to them to actually prove their point when Ashley Janae said black men will always find a way to embarrass black women. And I know it's not all of us, but it's the majority of the proof is in the pudding with the Megan the Stallion and Clay Thompson situation. The proof is right there in the pudding. You don't have to, like to hear the truth, but the truth is that most black men will embarrass you. And the proof is there. When they went on ahead and talked about Ashley Janae, like she wasn't even a person, that proved her point right there. And now they're doing the same thing with Meg the Stallion. So at the end of the day, in my head, I'm like, I really do not know why black men was upset at Ashley Janae for saying that because y'all are proving her point. Again, I know it's not all of us that are doing it, but it's the majority of us that are doing it. And not only that, but they actually came after, one of them actually came after this woman's interracial relationship, and I'm going to show y'all that right now. Let me go ahead and. Well, there are a few clips that I'm going to show y'all right now. Go on and let me. Okay, here we go. And
It was a big deal a couple of years ago. Everybody was doing hit pieces on her simply because this was a woman that was a swirler, divester, whatever you want to call it. But she created an entire lifestyle brand on social media that centered around the idea of swirling. Now, one of the reasons why she caught a lot of people's attention is because she went on entire campaigns to prove that she had the perfect relationship, where she had been rescued by her knight in shining armor, came in and did all of the things that Black men wouldn't do. And yes, she spent a lot of time disparaging Black men every chance she got.
Okay. I'll let you defend yourself on that one. But from my gatherings of what she was saying was just expand your horizons. But when did I ever try to make my relationship perfect? If you go back,
he was a big deal.
That is how Black men treat Black women who date outside of the race. I know it's going to be hard for Black women to believe, but as I showed you in that video, that's exactly what they do. And like I said, the truth about most Black men will come out about how they feel about Black women. Keyword, most Black men. Now I'm gonna show y'all another one.
my name has just been everywhere in the YouTube streets. And to be quite frank, I've been loving it, honey. I've been like, okay, girl, you are really that girl. Everybody is talking about you, good or bad, happy or y'all. My name has just been everywhere in the YouTube streets.
And she's right, her name has indeed been all over the YouTube streets. Because I've seen it too. You know, and you know what? Like I said, it's really, really sad. You know, but yeah. But yeah, you know, again, like I said, this is what Black men in the manosphere would do. This is exactly what they do.
That's
And here's another video.
nasty work.
Oh, he's trying to say that we think that white men are our God. He's silly.
I could do a whole series about why that's problematic, right? Not them getting in the relationship with the white guy, but the reason they're getting into the relationship with the white guy and what their expectations are of him. You feel what I'm saying? But the
I can do a whole documentary on how most Black men treat Black women. I could do that. And I can also do a documentary on how the manosphere is a toxic place. and how the manosphere has made men cheating on their significant other acceptable. You know what? I think I might do that. Yeah, I think I might do that. I might just do that.
Our point is to be in the soft life means that you are no longer your own provider, right? These women are expecting to get with men that will be their providers. Men will take care of everything. Yes. But what we keep seeing over and over again is these women, these sisters being exposed for providing for the guy that's supposed to be the provider, right? And that's
just like black men gets exposed every time their interracial relationship doesn't work out. You know what? I think maybe 10 years, not 10 years, maybe 5 years from now, I probably might go ahead and do a documentary on how the black manosphere and the men who listen to them is the reason why the single mothers are here in the first place. Because let's be real, men who have money, they think they can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. Let's be real. That's exactly what they think. And it doesn't matter how much the pick-me's of the community say that, and they don't. Which I know not all of them don't, but most of them do. And, you know, I've been saying this forever. The no snitching culture has to end. Black women, if your life is in danger, your husband, or your significant other is putting your life in danger, call the dang police. Do not listen to what the pick-me's are telling you, because the pick-me's will be your downfall. They will be your downfall. They up there, here's the thing, they're up there, you know, saying, oh, I have money, I have this, I have that. But and here's another thing. My heart felt my here's the thing. My heartfelt message to women is this right here. When now I know this is going to fly over, some black women's heads. But here's the thing. Here's what I need you to hear. The men in the red pill, and this is this right here. Here's the thing. I know I've done many stories of black women losing their lives. And not only that, this is my first time covering, you know, and all of this, I know women watch the show, but I'm going to tell you what Myron Gaines is not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what Donovan Sharp is not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what Judge Early Things is not going to tell you. Yeah, I'm going to bring real truth to you. You know, you know, they believe that they are not going to, they believe that they are trying to help women out when they are not. So I'm going to go ahead and give my message to y'all. The character of a man matters, whether he has money or not. The character of the man matters. And I'm also going to say this too. Make sure you do a background check on him. Make sure, because here's the thing. Because here's the thing. And again, you can take it with a grain of salt all you want to. You can take this advice, or you can go ahead and be humiliated by the pygmies and the incels that are out here. And at that time, the man you date who secretly hates you in the inside and don't have no character, he will have unalived you by then. My message is do not do not listen to the manosphere. Okay? Because the manosphere is going to give you bad advice. I bet how much you want to bet that the women who have been unalived since the red pill existed listened to the manosphere. How much you want to bet? Come on, let's go ahead. Let's keep it above. How much y'all want to bet that since the red pill came in, it came, mainstream, there has been more women who are missing, more women who are unalived than ever before? How much y'all want to bet? Because I see the only way to get through to black women is to show them proof. Is to show proof that the red pill men is giving y'all terrible advice instead of going to someone who can give you solid advice. Y'all so stuck in this black love thing that now you're being unalived while you're pregnant. And the story that happened in Louisiana, the woman got cheated on by Shamar. Shamar cheated on her with another woman. And all of a sudden, there's another round of kids that is not even hers, but but the others were hers. Like, I think the other children was someone else's, but I'm sure it wasn't hers. Here's the thing, and here's the thing, because I'm going to and here's what I'm going to be doing, because I just checked, and it seems like y'all want me to do interviews. Okay, I'm going to be doing interviews on TikTok when it's time for me to take my summer break from YouTube. And I'm going to be interviewing people who were in bad relationships and got out of it. And I'm going to be talking to women who fell down the red pill pipeline and got out of it as well. Because it seems like, in order for black women to wake up, they will have to hear it from someone who has been in their position. And like I said, I know there are black women who have woken up from, the, the black love phase, and how we say, and has woken up from the red pill stuff. I understand that. But here's what I'm also saying as well. Black women, y'all need to stop worrying about black love, because limiting yourself is not going to do you any good. Yeah, I get y'all may want black men, but listen closely, because I'm going to tell you this. There are only there are only a small number of us that would treat you right. Like I said, the proof is out there. What happened in Louisiana? My fact, the video, there is a video, a YouTube short that I have on my channel right now, and it's a woman explaining that, after what the man did, guess what happened to his mama's house? People went over there and burned his mama's house. They burned his mama's house to the ground. And it's It's sad. It really is. You know, but like I am, you know, what I'm trying to say is this: if a man is watching red pill content, that should be red flag number one. Do not ignore it. That should be red flag number one. But I know there will be black women who will ignore it because they're too busy dreaming about black love. They'll ignore it a if it's a black man, yeah, they'll go ahead and ignore it because once again, the black love factor. And that's when the abuse comes in, and all of a sudden you're wondering why he changed. To the black women who are still in that black love phase, and you know, it's like you I'm just gonna say it, you know, black women, you do know there are more men there are men of other races besides black, right? Now I know this is coming out as harsh, but I need you to understand what is going on here and what is the true motive of the men that you're with, and what is the true motive of the manosphere. Okay? That's all I want you to know. And I also want you to know about the men within the manosphere. Learn the signs. Learn the signs. All right? And again, I know what I'm saying to you is harsh, but it has to be said. It has to be said because black women are losing their lives left and right. Y'all may not like what I said to y'all here, but this is the truth. If you don't want to hear the truth, then y'all can go to the y'all can go straight to Myron Games and fall for the BS again. And like I said, you know, it needs to be said. Now, I'm also going to, give advice on, you know, s- set stuff up. But but like, I'm going to say this. Here's the advice that none of the red pill men, this is the advice that none of the red pill men is going to give y'all because number one, they are trying to manipulate you into get into being with the man who is abusive and everything else. Number two, they side with the man who who would cheat on you. But I'm saying these things to you because I have your interest at heart. All right. And I have family members who went through the same thing. I have a sister who went through it. And when I found out, I really wanted to go ahead and do something about it, you know. But I'm saying this to you because, again, I have your best interest. Byron's interest is only to make the men happy. Same with Donovan Sharp, same with Kevin Samuels, same, and the same goes on and on and on. I'm saying this because I have your best interest at heart. Real talk. Like I said, if you do not want to hear this truth, you can go on to Kevin Samuels' channel. You can go ahead and go on Myron Gaines' channel. You can go ahead and be manipulated. But don't say I didn't warn you when the man who listens to Red Pill does a 180 on you. Don't say I didn't say anything to you. And definitely don't say no one hadn't told you because there are channels like mine who have been telling you this since the get-go. and here's that's the final thing I'm going to say to. When you see the signs, you need to leave immediately. Just leave immediately. Call your friend or your mother, father, brother, sister, or cousins, or aunties, or grandparents. Call them to come and pick you up. All right? Because this and what the red pill is doing is getting out of hand. And why am I saying this in a harsh way? Because I I care about y'all. I care about black women thriving, not not being unalived or enslaved. And I'm telling y'all this right now. Y'all need to stop this whole black love thing. Because how many times the signs are going to be there for y'all to just admit black love is a myth. How long will it take y'all to even see that? Now, if you find a black man and he loves you, great. But do not force others to participate in this whole black love stuff. Anywho, let's get back to the video. Here's another video right here.
Competition with black men. So anyway, my goal, if that's whatever that people are getting from interpretations of whatever, I'm sorry you're interpreting things that way, because that is wild.
Yeah, that's what most white men aren't in competition with you, so why are you bringing up conversations in a competition way with another race? Why are you so in competition with everybody? The only person you should be in competition with is yourself as a fucking man. If you don't feel good about not being able to provide for women, if you feel some type of way about women wanting to be provided for, your parents failed. Your parents failed. I have 4 sons, 0 daughters. 4 sons. And if any one of my sons ever come home and complain to us that their wives feel that they should provide for their wives, we're going to look at each other like, what the fuck? Are you a loser?
I'm not in competition.
And I'm not even offended by what she said. And I'm a black man, so yeah, I don't, I'm not offended what she said by what she said. But yeah, like I said, oh, and also, I also want to go ahead and say this too. For the black women who is still on the who are, I would say, who still are into that black love stuff, don't go after black women who decide to date outside of the race. Okay? Don't do that. Just because that they are not out here, being miserable and they're with another race of man, that doesn't mean that you should go ahead and go after. And that's the thing that I'm getting sick and tired of the most. And I also have a YouTube short of a woman that is telling Her, that is, well, that is saying that a lot of women were so jealous of Ashley Janae. And before, y'all say anything in the chat, I want y'all to actually listen.
Women were so jealous of Ashley Janae that they don't even realize how hypocritical they're being in some of these crazy statements they're making, especially the women and especially the black women. I've been seeing all these like obtuse think pieces of people saying, oh, the signs were there. She should have known it was too good to be true. This is what happens when you chase money. And people are ignoring the fact that they were literally like in a long-term relationship. You guys are acting like this girl just got on a random plane and went to some random country with some random rich guy. That's not what happened. And the hypocrisy is crazy because when I see some of these outlandish takes made by these women, I click on their profile. Some of you are literally single mothers. All of you got in that situation because you've been lied to and played by a man. You single-handedly know how it feels to get played by someone that you cared for, someone that you love, but you pass on the same hypocrisy. The only difference between you and her is you were left with a baby, and unfortunately, her life was taken. And you don't even need to be a single mother to understand that. A lot of women have been played by men, heartbroken. You guys were jealous of her, and you just need to be honest with that fact because these statements that you're making, and if we then go look into your history,
And like and like us and show me where she was wrong at. Everything she said is legitimately true. How many times black women have to be played by black men who are narcissistic until they open their eyes? Y'all go after women who are in interracial relationships. Let's be real. Let's be real. The woman in the video was telling the truth. Now again, like I said when I was saying what I was saying, y'all can take it with a grain of salt. Or you can go to the Red Pill podcast and they will tell you everything within the anything they can think of. Because this because again what she said is true. And not only that, but we need to bring it back, vetting men on their character and not, just for the money. We need to bring it back, vet, vet men based on their character. And the minute he shows something the minute he shows that he has bad character, that's when you leave that relationship. Because as of right now, all this, trying to work things out and stuff, it's not gonna work well at the end of the day. But yeah, like I said, you know, I got um I got another video to show y'all. You know,
Janae, her body is back in the States and her family is now preparing for a funeral. With her body being brought back to the States, her family has more questions because none of her belongings were returned, including her family does not know when those items will be returned, but do believe that investigators may still be holding everything as a part of their investigation. As we all know, Ashley was proposed to by Joe McCann a few days before her death, so people are wondering, where is the ring? Did he take the ring? There has been no explanation offered to the family about where the ring. Ashley Janae's family has commissioned an independent autopsy along with the Tanzanian autopsy, and both results have been penned. As we all know, the Tanzanian authorities believe that suicide was a possibility, but Ashley's family and friends do not believe that to be. And Joe McCann is still in Tanzania with his passport held. Why the hell is he there for so long? Ashley Janae's family is still trying to obtain surveillance footage from that hotel resort that they stayed at, Zuri Zanzibar. And even though her family is grieving, they refuse to stop searching for the truth. Now, Ashley Janae's ring is nowhere to be found, and this has given people who have been watching the case reason to believe that Joe McCann is most definitely the killer, that he took that ring back after he killed her. What do you think? And no, we have not forgotten about.
and that is the latest update right now. I hope that Ashley Janae it gets justice. I really hope she does. But yeah, but yeah, like I said, you know, it's really sad. You know, it's sad about the situation with Ashley Janae and Megan the Stallion. Mm, And I'm gonna show you guys one more video, and mm, this right here will and again, you know, if I was too harsh on y'all and when I was saying what I was saying, I apologize, but I want y'all to get the message out to at least have a heartfelt message from a man that is not in the red pill space and understand how the men who, you know, are celebrating what happened to Ashley, Janae, and Clay, and Megan the Stallion are not good for you. That's all I wanted to. That's all I wanted to get out there. And I have another one. for you guys to. So yeah. Oh, and just like they tell the women to choose better when it comes to the women that men pick, maybe they should have chose better. Maybe they should have chose better. Maybe they should have chose better. And I'm gonna show y'all this video right here, right now.
Nobody's touching you. You're putting your hands on me. Get your hands on me. No. Get your hands on me. No. Get your hands on me. Nobody's touching you. I'm trying to get past you. Get my shit, bro. Get your shit. Shit, dang, throw my shit around. Get your shit. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. I'm trying to get my stuff. Well, get it. It's right there.
He should have chose better. Hey, he picked that woman. He should have chose better. Ain't that what they been telling the women? He should have. The guy that's in the video should have chose better.
I'm not touching you. Stop touching me. No. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. No. Stop touching me. You're pressing up against the pregnant woman. Stop touching me. No. Stop touching me. Bro, drop my shit, bro. Stop touching me. You're getting weak as fuck.
I hate when the buffers. Hang on, let me try something real quick. Okay, here's the rest of the video.
Touching me. Fuck up. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll take you. I know when it's one thing tells you to hit me and it's on camera. That's the motherfucker with the answer. I don't give a hell if it's what it is. He should have chose better. Why would he choose a woman that's gonna provoke him? I don't understand that, bro. You guys got to make better decisions. That's his fault. Stop touching her. Like she said, figure out a way to go around her. You should have chose better. I don't feel sorry for men when they get in these situations like this. As far as I'm concerned, that's what he get. Because as a man, you should be able to choose a proper woman. You know, you have to vet better. You have to choose better. You got to use discernment. And maybe if you use discernment, you wouldn't be in a situation like this. So you probably should have chose a correct woman, right? That's what should happen. So when you guys get in these situations like this, that's what you get. Because men are logical, right? If you're so logical, you wouldn't even be with a woman that would try to provoke you. Do better. Choose better. Never said to you.
He wasn't lying on that one. He wasn't lying. He wasn't him. and like I said, I agree with what he said. And now I'm gonna show y'all another one.
Look at this. This is crazy. Look at this. You don't think people are over here listening? You don't think people are listening to this? You don't think people are listening to this? Look at this. You don't think people are listening? You have to go. But it looks like it's already pulled in. You're gonna hope he's not on the way over here. And he's going to some other apartment complex. Hey man, men be so weak. They'll do something to ruin their goddamn relationship, right? The woman breaks up with them, and then they start hyperventilating and crying and lashing out and acting like a freaking a toddler. Well, most of these men nowadays have a toddler mindset anyway. But it's just crazy. This dude really sneaked up into his ex balcony to hide in her storage closet. And then get mad. Why you recorded it? Because she need this as evidence that you was a goddamn psychopath, man. What you mean? Like I can't stand like dudes be the reason that their relationships fail 9 times out of 10 times. Then they get to doing dumb stuff like this. Ladies, stay safe out there. Get you a strap. Protect yourself at all times because these men are unhinged. Looking like a goddamn homosexual.
Hey, he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. That video. Oh man. Now I have 2 more videos to show y'all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the live up. See? Now I want the women to hear this because here we have a Hebrew Israelite going after this interracial couple right here.
You know what our ancestors went through, so why are you doing this situation? Or some of our sisters used to get forced to be intimate with the European, and you're willingly doing it.
Yes, very willingly. I'm getting my reparations. That's why.
So do you take this whole matter as a joke? You know what happened to one of our sisters recently?
Yeah. Did you not know probably that same day a black man killed a black woman somewhere in the world?
That's 2 black people having issues with each other. You're with our slave master.
You see how he frames it as 2 black people having issues with each other? Black women, y'all need to get out this black love thing. Immediately.
My slave master is paying all the bills.
So it's all fun and games to you, huh? That's crazy.
Oh, because it's a retarded statement.
Mr. White Man, please don't say nothing to me. I'm not a regular pastor. Pastors need to start teaching the
Now I'm starting to see why Vince McMahon hadn't made a fully black WWE champion. I mean, a fully black man as WWE champion until 2019. The ego of this Hebrew Israelite man.
truth that's in the Bible and
This black man who is a Hebrew Israelite is so unhinged.
truth is, we need to separate from you guys.
What Bible?
All you guys done is nothing but harm ever since we came and trust you guys.
I'm 39 years old.
It doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. Your people.
I don't have connections to anything anymore.
It's still your race of
Every
people.
black man that did something.
It's still your race of people.
Doesn't matter. You.
All right. So I'm not a regular pastor that encourages people to hold hands with the slave master. That's against the word of God. And sister, you need to repent.
He said, see, I read the Bible and it said, two people who are not equally yoked. God didn't say race. So again, and black women, y'all calling black men kings is the reason why he has the audacity to do this.
When the scripture says pray for your enemies, it's not talking about the slave master. I just came to tell you that you need to get away from that person. And if he does something to you in the future, hey, you was told, sister. Because it's all fun and games and you're mocking.
And here he is trying to break up a family. Oh, but black men, they care about the nuclear family. This black man is telling the black woman to leave her husband because he's white. The hypocrisy of black men knows no bounds.
And at this moment when your people are trying to tell you the truth.
He's an Israelite.
I know.
It doesn't matter.
A Hebrew Israelite telling her this. But black men care about the family. Man, that's bullshit. Now we have one more and then I'll stop.
Hi, Queen.
Hi, how are you?
Your baby is freaking gorgeous. I was wondering, can I do an interview with you really quick?
Okay.
Okay. So you're in an interracial relationship?
We are
How many kids do you have?
3.
3. Were you ever in a relationship before him? Was he black?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have kids with that guy?
Yes.
Yeah. How was your experience as a single mother? It was like, I should
It's
probably
horrible.
give you.
Now this is a wholesome interview right here.
Give you this mic.
Oh, obviously being a single mom is horrible. It was something that prepared me for my husband to come along and sweep me off my feet and really be an amazing father to the children that I already had. And then for us to be able to create a beautiful baby, so it really was a blessing. If I could go back and do it again, I would do it the same way, just to meet him.
Oh, what made you open to trying something new?
I think I was just doing everything wrong. I think I was just doing everything that I thought was the right thing. I thought, of course, Black excellence, and a strong couple, and this is going to be great. And, that's just what I ever known. And
Exactly.
I think I was just closed off to the possibility just based on backgrounds and in terms of culture and society and point of views and what are people going to think?
Exactly.
And I think I said, you know what, I've been trying in my own way. I pray real hard, and I told God, I said, hey, I need your help because I've been picking, and it's not the right one. I need you to send the person who you designed for me. And then he showed up.
I love that. And I love that you didn't block her walls like a lot of us do once we get hurt. Now that you're in an interracial relationship, your views different on how Black men are raised in our society?
Absolutely. Absence of Black fathers. I think it's just the upbringing of kids, outside of society and economic structures and different things. But I really think it matters for kids to see loving parents in the home. And that's what happened. Like when you get with these men that have so much trauma, it's like you can't unpack that and do it yourself. Even as a Black woman, exactly. We have our own traumas in our own society that we have to face, and we're the least respected in the world, you know. So it's like, oh my goodness, you're saying what I preach all the time. Like, we have to just say, you know what, I'm worth more than that, and it's okay to step outside. It's okay. I mean, love is love, you know, whatever skin you were born with, you know, and I'm happy I did. Like, I would never, you would never go back. I would never go back.
Anyways, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. For no good reason. Her husband is behind the camera, real offity off. But I do want to give you guys $100 to thank you guys.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? I'm on. Thank you so much. That's such
you sure you don't want to show?
He want to come. You better come over here and give me some.
Hi, Queen.
But yeah, and that was a wholesome interview, and I want to say shout out to Rose Miller for doing that interview with a Black woman that was in that video, and again, it's sad that, you know, Black men came after your men, trying to, it's sad that they, you know, trying to, come after you and your husband. That was just messed up, but yeah, that was a wholesome interview that she did. It was real wholesome. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. I've been on here for 1 hour 46 minutes, and you know, so I think we should end it right here. Next Monday I will be live again. And it will be at 8 o'clock. And in the final live stream of Black men's hypocrisy has gone too far, we're going to be talking about character, a high value man who has character versus a high value man that is just rich, cheats on, who is just rich, ego driven, and cheats on his wife or girlfriend. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate everyone that came to the live stream today. Make sure to like, comment, share this live stream with every Black woman who is willing to hear what I had to say today. And I will see y'all on the next one. Love, peace, and happiness. And ladies, make sure you protect yourself out here. And until next time, peace.